Where you from? Man, I'm from down in the valley.
I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built the sling up.
You mean like San Antonio? Nah, man, farther.
Got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA. All the kids
V's up, player.
Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight.
Let's start the show, Wattis.
All right, DITV fam. Today we have a 956 playmaker out of Harlingen South High School. Quarterback, wide receiver, dynamic leader, versatile weapon for the Hawks. Signed to play at the next level at Nelson University. Hawk made. Joining us today is Austen Shroyer in the building. What's going on, Austin?
What's up, man? What's up?
Man, happy to have you here. And just wanted to take a real quick minute to say congratulations, right? As we talked a little bit before, this is a big accomplishment, my guy. And, I want to make sure that you know that I don't take it lightly because I know how hard it is to get where you're at and to want to go where you're going. So I wanted to make sure I took a moment to say congratulations to you and your family. And we're really happy for you. And we're here just to have a conversation and celebrate. So I just wanted to say that before we start.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated.
Well, you're from H-Town, which I have a little bit of a history with, right? I grew up when I did live here in Texas, I spent my seventh and eighth grade year there in Fair Park. So we wanted to start with the icebreaker. We do a thing called start, bench, or cut, right? So you're going to either rank these three things. So we're going to go quarterbacks. I know we talked about you played wide receiver and quarterback, but you mentioned that you're going to play quarterback in college. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cool. So we'll start with some of the great ones. So Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and you're a Texas boy, so I got to throw in Dak Prescott. Which one are you going to start? Which one are you going to bench? Or which one are you going to cut?
Well, I'm a big Patrick Mahomes fan, so I'm gonna go start Patrick, bench Josh, and cut Dak. I don't like the Cowboys.
You got to. Oh, you're that guy. There's
Yes,
always
sir.
one guy that is a Cowboy hater in Texas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What made you that way? Was it something like your parents not Cowboy fans? I imagine your family's Cowboys fans. You're in Texas.
Yeah. So my grandpa, he loves the Cowboys. My whole family loves the Cowboys. But the first ever football game I seen, they were playing the Giants. So I wanted to be a little hard headed and go against my grandpa. So I'm a Giants fan.
And you're still a Giants fan?
Still a Giants fan.
They got a new coach though. Harbaugh's going to take them to the promised land, man. I
Yes,
like the
sir.
quarterback too. I
I
like the
do too. Yes,
quarterback.
sir.
Yeah, he has a lot of swagger. Who's your favorite, other than Mahomes? Who's your favorite NFL player?
My favorite all time is probably OBJ, and then that's just like overall, and then quarterbacks. I'm starting to like Jackson Dart a lot. He's a cool dude. He's got a lot of
Yeah,
swagger to him.
he does. He does. And
I
I've
like.
watched a couple of his like behind the scenes stuff where he's going shopping and he's wearing the bell bottoms. Like, man, this guy right here has all the juice, right? So not a bad guy to like. And you know what? A lot of your generation likes Odell.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, well, I've been a Giants fan ever since, but I don't know. He has a lot of swagger too.
Yeah. And he was a baller. I mean, I think I think Yadiel, and we talked about that a little bit.
Mm.
And I said, at the end of his career, he got a little weird, a little off. But when out of his prime, you could not stop that guy. Like everybody knew it, and he was still get the ball. And then that one-handed grab was just insane,
Yeah, that guy's a
insane.
dog. Guy's a
All
dog.
right, next one we're gonna go food. We always talk about food. I'm the president of the Big Back Mafia of the 956. So tacos, barbecue, or Italian.
Start tacos, bench barbecue, and cut Italian.
All right. Well, you're from H Town, so what's the best taco spot in H Town?
Mm, there's this one place I forgot what it's called. It's right by it's across from Creasy's Bowling. I forgot what it's called, but and then Calacas is pretty good too.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. Are you an al pastor guy, bistec? What kind of tacos you like?
I like bistec and al pastor. Those are two
Okay.
good ones.
Yeah, I like al pastor. That's my go-to. A lot of lemon, a lot of salt, real fat boy style.
Yeah.
All right, last one we're gonna do is kind of tell me what kind of vibe you have. So backyard barbecue, right? You know, invite the primos over, have a backyard barbecue. Beach day at South Padre Island. I love the beach myself, so that's a tough one. Or going on a trip to a big city, maybe a San Antonio or a Houston. Which one are you going to start? Which one are you going to bench? Or which one are you going to cut?
Mm, I think I'll start the backyard barbecue. I'm a real chill, laid back guy. I like to just chill, and then bench the probably the trip, and then cut the beach. Not a real beach guy.
You're the first
Yeah,
one. You're the first one to say that. Are you one of those guys that doesn't like sand on his feet, or why don't you like the beach?
I'm allergic to seaweed.
Seaweed.
Yep, I'm allergic to seaweed, so I don't go.
You're like,
And
I don't
if
even
I
want to
do,
mess
I
with
just
it.
yeah, I just if I do, I just chill. I don't be going on the beach really.
So how did you find out you're allergic to seaweed? Like, was that when you were younger? You just found out, like, well, that's crazy. That's a different one.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. When I was younger, I mean, I would always be playing with the seaweed and always be playing like in sand and stuff, and I just like I get like bad rashes everywhere all the
Mm.
time. So yeah, I just stay away from that now.
All right, stay away from the beach. Well,
Yeah.
we talked about how, my history with Harlingen and how great I loved it when I lived there. I went to Memorial, Vernon, and I was here. Actually, I was in Harlingen when they had the first Bird Bowl, which is crazy. That's how long ago I was there. So, shout out to all my Fair Park people out there growing up, the Boys and Girls Club. But how was it growing up in Harlingen, and what type of player were you growing up?
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was pretty chill. I liked it a lot. I wasn't really worried about too much. I was just kicking back with the fam, and as a player, I was a little hard head. I didn't play quarterback till I was in seventh grade. So I was playing safety. I was always like the little strong safety. I was all small, but I thought I could hit the hardest. So I was always getting in there.
Were
Yeah.
you like really good at the beginning, or were you not a good player younger? What was your projection like?
Yeah. So I played with this travel team. I mean, I guess I would say I was pretty good. I was on this travel team for TYFA. That's what they call it.
Yeah,
Uh,
TIFA.
yeah. So we would always travel, go to the big places, play a lot of teams. We're a good team, so I got a lot of friends that still play.
What team on TIFA were you?
So we started as the Cardinals, and then we transitioned over to the to United.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, that one show, the Tyke show, everybody knows
yeah,
about that show. It's kind of, I think there was a team from Edinburgh on that too. So I
yeah.
remember watching that in California.
There was a mission team too. We actually played that team, the mission team that was on
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
they
I
were
wonder if
good.
those kids, like, who was on that team? Because they're probably already in college by now, right?
Yeah, they're on college. One of the guys that actually played on the Duck team, he just got signed in the NFL actually to the
Yeah,
Titans.
they had some ballers that played on that team in Judson and a couple different other places. So I was a big fan of that show. That's a really
Yeah,
cool
so was
show.
I
So,
like.
Harlingen to me is one of those places, and just like a lot of places in the valley, it has a lot of pride, right? What does it mean to you to represent Harlingen, and what does it say, as from afar as a player? What does a Harlingen type of player look like?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, everybody has. I would say a lot of people have a lot of heart for the game, because it's real. I mean, it's not a big, huge town, so I mean, everybody wants to, and it's two teams, so there a lot of people have a lot of heart for that one game in general, and just like everybody wants to prove themselves and be tough. So, yeah, I would say everybody here has a big heart for the game.
Yeah, and they're rabid fans too, right?
Yeah,
That's the fun part about that town is that it doesn't matter if you're winning or losing. That stadium's going to be packed.
yes, sir. It don't matter what year it is. Every year it's gonna be packed. So.
Yeah, that's a special moment. Playing college ball obviously is a huge accomplishment, and a lot of times it takes a lot of people to help you get to that point. Who are some of the people that have helped you along the way, and what have they done for you?
I'd say my mom has probably been the biggest helper. She's always been taking me to camp since I was a little kid, because I've always wanted to play college ball. So, my mom has been a huge helper, and then my brothers have always been along the journey, just supporting me. So,
Are they older, younger, or what type of? Are you in the middle? Where are you at with the siblings?
so I'm the baby. I'm the baby. I have two older brothers, and then I got two half sisters. One's the half sister. She's one of them 7, and then the other one's like 25. But my brothers are 19 and about to turn 20. So two 19. I have two 19 brothers.
So they're not too far away from you in age, right? You guys pretty competitive?
Yeah, yeah. We've always been super competitive when we were younger. Me and my other brother. So I started off playing football, and then my older brother, got into it, and we've always been super competitive. But yeah.
Out of you three, who's the best athlete? Come on, let me hear it. And why though?
Uh,
Don't you can't just say me. We got to say why.
yeah. No. Well, I think I am because I mean I'm still playing and I'm going to play. But my older brother, he's the one that's a year older than me. He used to play baseball for South too. He was good, but he had to stop because like he was doing the dual classes and it's a lot. So I
Yeah.
mean, I'd say I am. And then my oldest brother, he's autistic. He still does sports here for Special Olympics. He's
Oh,
pretty good.
nice.
Yeah, he's pretty good at Special Olympics. But I think I'm the most athletic.
All right, good for him. Shout out to him. What's his name?
Aiden.
Aiden. All right, shout out to him. Keep representing, and hey, that's a big stage no matter what, right? So you're still
Yeah.
representing. Now I know you played quarterback, wide receiver, a pretty versatile player. When the game is on the line, you know what goes through your mind, and what's your mindset when the game's on the line?
Yeah, I just try to keep a calm composure. You know, when we're in those hard times, let's say we're down. So I just try and keep everybody calm. Make sure if I'm not calm, people are gonna see that, and the guys in the huddle are gonna see that. So you gotta just I try and keep myself calm and just help others and build them up if they did something wrong. So and with myself too. So yeah, just try and stay calm.
So Harlingen South has come a long way, right? So when I moved here 7 years ago, before Coach Izzy, there were some struggles, right? And you guys have pretty much changed the mindset of the Hawks, in my opinion, going forward. So you've played in some really big games. What's your biggest highlight in high school, and what game, and what do you remember about it? What are you gonna think about later on down the line about it?
I think my biggest game in general, I think was this year for our first game against Nicky Rowe. I wouldn't say that's my highlight because we didn't win the game, but
Mm,
I threw for 497 yards and then 5 touchdowns.
ooh,
That was my biggest game, and then my biggest highlight was probably my junior year, first round in the playoffs. Um, I threw. We were like backed up at the one. I threw like it was like 50 some yard pass, but he ran it all the way to the end zone. So that and we ended up winning that game. It was a rain game. We ended up winning with the field goal. So it was a big game.
how's the
Yeah.
team look for next year?
I think they're gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right. They got this. So the other side, the other Cardinals had two quarterbacks. They were using a two quarterback system.
Yeah.
So Hassan stayed over there, and then the other Gavin, the other guy, he came to South. So I think he's
Oh, I
pretty
didn't know
good.
that.
Yeah, so I think he's pretty good. He'll develop. He'll learn the playbook, and they got
Yeah.
some. They got a really good running back. We got a really good running back coming back, Caden Edwards. So he's gonna be
Oh,
really
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I've heard of him for sure. So that's going to be a good one. So a 1-2 punch. I didn't know about the quarterback coming over, and I did see he has a nice arm,
Yeah,
and
he does have a nice arm. He throws pretty good. Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do.
yeah. So that's somebody to watch. Now, I mentioned Izzy earlier, Coach Izzy from Harlingen South. Has really changed the program. Along with him, what other coaches have helped mold you, and what have they taught you on and off the field?
So I'd say my quarterback coach, Coach Rios, he's always been there for me through like the highs and lows, you know, throughout the game, off the field, on the field, and then my the defensive coordinator. So I'm not really with him all the time, but at the same time, I had a class with him. We would go through during class, go through plays. Like we would just, he's always talked. We've always been there for each other. So I'd say he's been a big help throughout my years too.
Yeah, coaching is so important, man. I think we it's one of those professions where a lot of people think they can do it, but it's so hard to keep it up, right? Do you want to be a coach after, or what's your plan to do after football?
So I want to be so I'm going to college for kinesiology. I want to be a like an athletic trainer. So like on the football side, not really like no, like a doc, not really like a doc, but like a personal trainer outside of school. Have my own
Okay,
gym, coach football, stuff like that. So yeah.
cool. Well, let's talk about your recruiting process. Obviously, you committed to Nelson University here in Texas. Why were they the right fit, and how was your recruiting journey?
Yeah, so I didn't get a lot of I guess eyes like my ninth and then sophomore year I didn't, and then the summer of junior year going into my senior year I went to this camp, like this small camp in Raymondville, and Nelson was there, and I actually got my offer there my junior year, senior going
Mm,
into senior year. And then but I always went to camps. My mom always drove me up to camps, small schools, big schools, but I hadn't really got any looks until that one camp, and then they offered me, and then throughout my whole senior year, I got a couple more, so I ended off with like three offers,
okay.
and I just feel like they're like their structure and their what they stand on is just like I feel like it was real good, and they have so it's a Christian school, so there's a like I like the foundation they have and like what they do, so yeah.
Good. Yeah, it's always good to have somebody, especially Christian schools. You have your faith, right? If you're big into the faith, to have that background. So it's always going to help you if you continue to do that. Another question we'd like to ask is, all of us are going to be former athletes at some point, right? How do you want to be remembered, and what are some of the things that set you apart?
Yeah, I want to be remembered as a leader. I think that's one of the big ones. I want to be remembered as a leader, that you can always come to me, and I'm gonna be there for you, and I'm gonna be able to talk. I'm gonna have open ears, and yeah, I think that's probably like the biggest one. I want to be there. I want to be able to say like someone says like he's there for me. He has been there for me, and I'm always able to go and talk to that guy.
Nice. Well, I want to say thank you again, Austin, for doing this. We really enjoy getting to know you, and we wish you luck with the whole getting to the next level. It's not going to be easy,
Yeah,
right? I can tell you from someone that did it himself that you're going to go through some trying times, man. And there's going to be things where you want to come home, or you're going through some things with school. It changes because there's not going to be people there to tell you what to do. College is a whole different beast.
yeah,
And I remember people told me that in high school. I was like, man, get out of here. What are you talking about? Like, but I was not a great student, and I really, took a nosedive my freshman year. So, it's really one of those things where you sound like you have a good support system, and really lean on that when you're there, and really lean on the people that care about you, and we're here for you. We really are here to support you, and glad that you're able to do this, and we're glad and happy to see you grow. So we wish you luck in all that process.
yes, sir. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate that too. Well, like I always say, DITV fam, we're here to celebrate kids like Austin and all the kids going to play at the next level. We really want them to know how much we're proud of them, and really representing us. Right, these are the people that are going to come back, hopefully, to the Valley and lead the next generation. So, want to say thank you, and then like and subscribe, and we'll definitely be continue this journey and getting more players like Austin to come on and celebrate. So, till next time, we'll see you again.
Y'all stay focused, y'all keep working hard, believe in yourself, prove everybody that doubts y'all wrong, show up every day, stay pure, keep your heart pure, stay motivated, stay inspired, show love to your people.